What's up, journeyers? On this week's episode of Top Things to Do, we're in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's check it out. First stop, when you're in New Orleans, that you gotta check out is Jackson Square. This is in the heart of downtown New Orleans, and there is so much stuff to do around here. We'll show you some of the spots to check out. Alright, so Jackson Square is home to a bunch of artists. People will do street performances. There'll be people doing
art.
Yeah, art. I don't know why I was struggling trying to figure that out, but there's cool little area with like fountains and stuff that you can walk around. And then, you got Cafe du Monde across the street, a bunch of horse carriages that you can get into, and then we're going to show you the next top thing to do, which is right next door to Jackson Square.
Away from Jackson Square is another top thing to do in New Orleans, the St. Louis Cathedral right behind me.
Alright, so you've made your way to Jackson Square, you checked out the cathedral, and now a few blocks from the cathedral is another top thing that you gotta do, which is check out Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
We are Bourbon Street at 1 o'clock, or what time is it?
It's 12.
Bourbon Street at 12 o'clock is more our pace than Bourbon Street at
12 a.m.
Yes. So
place gets...
I told her that I kind of want to just like walk down it at night just to see it, but she kind of has no desire to. So this might be all you get at Bourbon Street. So yeah, just exploring.
Top things to do when you're in New Orleans, Louisiana is to come to the Garden District. If you want to get away from the busyness of the French Quarter, come here, less crowded, easier places to park, and there's a ton to do and a lot of good food.
So when you're in the Garden District, make sure you come to the Columns Hotel. Cool little place, built in 1883, and it is considered a National Historic Place, so I don't believe it can be demolished, and it sits right on the historic St. Charles Street. Check it out. Garden District, and we decided to come over to the Lafayette Cemetery, which is one of the most popular cemeteries in New Orleans. Don't quote me, I think this is pretty much what Kelsey and I have discovered, is that because it's so swampy, they bury a lot of people above ground because it's not traditional, it's not traditional type of terrain like other cities, so a lot of the cemeteries, they actually build the cemeteries above ground, as you can see. And so you get these just beautiful marble slabs. And obviously it's a cemetery, so you have to be respectful. But they're very, very touristy, so a lot of people show up to them because they're just so elaborate and large and just not what we're used to. So we're gonna explore the cemetery a little bit. Only seems fitting that it's raining on us while at the cemetery. It's already kind of eerie. A little tip, it is open till about 3 o'clock. I think it opens at like 9. So they'll just come around and start hollering at you to get out. Entrance is on the side of the street where Commander's Palace is. We drove around the whole thing. The whole thing. Couldn't get in. So just know, on the Commander's Palace side is the entrance. What'd you think?
Oh, yeah, creepy.
Still cool. Still cool. Creepy cool. It's like a creepy cool.
Mainly creepy.
Mainly creepy? Okay.
If you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of downtown New Orleans, come to City Park. It is awesome. There are so many different things to do, and it is ginormous. Let's check it out.
Which is just outside of downtown, and it's a really great place to come when you're kind of trying to get away from the hustle and bustle. There is so much stuff to do here. It's kind of insane. You could probably spend a few days doing all the things that they have. What do we count, Kels? There's stadiums, multiple stadiums where they do like concert venues and ball games and stuff like that. We're standing right outside. This right behind me is the Botanical Gardens, which is about $8 to get into. It's really pretty. And then there's a putt-putt center, Storyland for the kids. There is a museum of art in the city park. There is bike pass where you can do bike pass. I saw a really cool thing called Grow Dat, which was it's a nonprofit that is taking young youth and teaching them how to grow their own food. And they go through a leadership training of farming. So that was really cool. What else? There's a sculpture park. I saw a sculpture park. I told them about the putt-putt. Yeah, there's a mini amusement park. I mean, there's so much to do. And it's really nice because it's all kind of like wrapped up in greenery. So it's like
ginormous park.
Yeah, ginormous park. It's huge. It's and like highways stretch through it. That's how big it is. So we're
it's probably about the size of Central Park.
Yeah, it's
not even kidding.
It's massive. So we're just kind of exploring around and seeing what stuff we can do and see what trouble we can get into. There's a dog park too. Saw a dog park.
Dog park.
All right, so far the sculpture park is a success. Which one's your favorite so far?
Which sculpture is my favorite?
Yeah, come on. Ladder here, your favorite?
I think it's cool. It's weird, but it looks like it's just hanging.
I think the creepy dangling man is my favorite. See, the love sign was originated in Virginia, I'm pretty sure, right?
Uh-huh.
Virginia is for lovers. We're from Virginia. Kelsey was born there. I moved there when I was young, but that's the slogan there. Virginia's for lovers. So you see that love sign everywhere. This one's kind of cool though. Look at this. It's like a guy standing on someone, and then it like gets tinier.
You know what it looks like?
A spine?
Yes.
Are you getting the artistic? Man is from his spine. Man is spine.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. It's a super pretty park. There's a lot of stuff to do, so if you're ever bored and want to get away from the downtownness of New Orleans, come to this park. One of the last top things to do when you're in New Orleans is to come to Valley Plantation. It's about a 45-minute drive from New Orleans, but it's absolutely worth it, and it is spectacular. Come check it out.
It's about 42 miles from downtown New Orleans. It was a really easy drive. But this is definitely something you need to experience when you come. And this is probably one of the most popular plantations in Louisiana.
It's beautiful.
They've had, what did they say, 7 million visitors? 6 million visitors since 1970s.
Oh, not a year. Never mind. So these are the slave homes, and it's reading that 2 to 5 people would live on a half of the house. So they're considered doubles. So on one half, you'd have 2 to 5 people. So technically 10 people, up to 10 people in this tiny little house.
The main feature of the plantation is the tour, the house tour, which operates every 10 minutes. And they have round staff that just kind of waits for you in line, depending on how many people go, and then they just take you around the tour of the plantation, and that tour lasts about 30 minutes. So that's probably the highlight of it. but they have maps and stuff that show you all the different features of the place.
And the trees are beautiful.
Yes, it is Instagram worthy for sure. But I mean, the real cool part is coming and seeing the history and honoring the slaves that built this plantation pretty much with their hands, with the work that they did, and honoring them and seeing what they went through. I mean, they've had 7 million, right?
6 million.
I keep saying 7, I don't know why. They've had 6 million visitors in the last like 40 years. So it's pretty cool that people can come and see the history and be able to see, you know, the wrong and how the slaves were treated, but honoring them now. Yeah, so it's run by a nonprofit. So it's a National Historic Landmark. It's pretty cool. Which is really, really cool. But they just kind of shared the history of the slaves and kind of what the house was for and the dining room. They were a power family, so they were
had a lot of money.
Very well known around in the area. The people that they came and had dined, they knew governors. One of their best friends was a banker who literally gave loans to plantations. That's how plantations got their money to fund their plantations. And apparently he spared no expense. $600,000 loan back in the 1800s to build this plantation. And you think about, they were showing us how much like 2 dozen apples cost was 80 cents. So 80 cents for 2 dozen apples, and he got $600,000 to build this plantation. So I can't even, that's gotta be like millions and millions of dollars now. Yeah. So definitely extravagant. So now we're gonna check out a few of the exhibits around the area. First one is the sugar cane exhibit, which I was wrong. I thought it was cotton. It was not a cotton plantation. This was primarily sugar cane, which was harder, but higher reward if you could do it. Thanks so much for coming along with us on the best things to do in New Orleans, Louisiana. We had a blast showing you guys around. Comment below what your favorite thing to do is in the city. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other awesome videos we have coming. Check out our website for sweet merch and other awesome content that we have. We'll see you guys on the next Top Things video.